Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Benny Intruder, and welcome back to Stellaris MegaCorp, where things might be looking good, aside from one tiny insignificant issue, which is I may have accidentally doomed the entire galaxy by opening up the L gates, and all of a sudden, giant nanite fleets are just pouring through. Now, I'll be honest, I thought I was just going to, open up a little L gate around here, and then that was going to be the end of it, okay? It was all going to be absolutely flipping marvellous and lovely. But no, it turns out every single L gate in the galaxy has just opened. So now there's giant, I think it's 28,000 strong fleets just basically everywhere. And I need to quickly evaluate who the winners and losers are in this scenario, because something rather unfortunate has actually shown up here, which is all the L gates are inside my territory. So basically, I've just unleashed devastating doom fleets on my own flipping subsidiaries because there basically aren't any L gates anywhere else in the galaxy. So yeah, the Emissarians are going to be torn apart by this Gray Tempest shoal over here, and then there's another one coming from this direction. These guys are just going to, completely tear apart the Rontas, though if we're lucky, they might actually run into the Forerunners over here. You guys are you're the Xenophiles, so you'll easily be able to handle 28,000. In fact, 28,000 wouldn't even be able to penetrate your borders. You've got 45,000 on all of your little outposts over here. So if we're lucky, this guy will just head up in this direction. That'll be flipping marvellous. Then we've got ourselves, another one tearing apart the Ganvius over here. And other than that, where are the others? There's one, there's one right over by Rome. I'm really sorry about that, guys. You guys were having a bad game anyway, but it's about to get a whole lot worse. Meanwhile, pretty much the entirety of the north of the galaxy is being spared the Gray Tempest. This is purely a southern problem, which is unfortunate because I'm purely a southern empire, so if I'd have known I was going to activate all the L gates, not just the one I had locked down under quarantine ready to shut down, I might not have opened the L gates, but now we have to deal with it. But, you know what? Every crisis is a good opportunity as well, because there's always been a bit of a problem with my empire. And that is that, my capital's over here and small amounts of trade feed in from the north, sure, absolutely, but the vast majority of my trade is being generated by Devon and MacLeod, and the beast over here, that's another 260, Foundation 237, and every single bit of that trade needs to actually go along this one route, which makes this route ludicrously valuable and extremely vulnerable to piracy. And 2 jumps in that route go through Ganvius territory, who are not protecting their own borders, meaning pirates are constantly flipping showing up. So, if in theory, this particular Grey Shoal fleet, whatever, was able to, just basically knock down all this territory, and I actually had nearby, I've already got a construction ship nearby ready to potentially move in, I might be able to lock down these 2 systems for myself and properly fortify them, securing my trade income, because my trade income is huge right now. I'm making 945 energy just off trade, and on top of that there's another 500 odd consumer goods which are currently being sold for, hang on, how much is 500 consumer goods actually going for? That's going for about 1,500 energy. So basically, if my trade collapses, my economy is completely flipping tanked. So being willing to sacrifice a bit of Ganvius space and grabbing it myself could be something very much worth doing. So we'll keep an eye on that, but other than that, we probably want to have, hang on, is that a second L gate? Oh yeah, you guys always had 2 L gates. Right, okay. So I'm just desperately trying to get my army out of there, by the way. I'm moving my armies, very quickly out of the way. How are we going to deal with this? Because the other downside is this Tempest Shoal might actually take a right here and enter my space, and then it's only 2 jumps away from my capital. And that's unacceptable. Okay, what's the current state of rapid response murder? 15,000 strong so far, and of course this fleet is nothing but corvettes, which actually makes it quite well set up to deal with the threat of the Tempest Shoal, because it's a large number of small fleets with high evasion, so its extremely hard-hitting mega weapons won't be doing that much good here. Probably best, rapid response, you return to my borders, and we should probably reinforce you. Let's get you up to strong enough to handle this. And we can do that by, yeah, just basically throwing more flipping corvettes at you. Yeah, let's just straight up double that fleet power here, which will put us over fleet capacity, but not by much, and we can afford it. That's going to cost 10,000 alloys to do. Make it so, number one. Alright, my shipyards blaze into life. We have got ourselves, yeah, 5 corvettes being trained at a time. Very, very quickly indeed. That fleet will be up to snuff in no time whatsoever. So, our borders down here are probably secure. How do I want to redeploy my fleet to this point? Because I probably want to make sure nothing else comes through this one. But then again, is there any point? There's more coming from this direction. There's more coming potentially from the north. It's probably best I just hold my fleets where I am. Because the Rawness blockade can protect me from this guy. It can protect me from this guy. It can protect me from this guy if he comes this way. And yeah, this guy if he turns around as well. In fact, actually, we need more forces around Devon. Because there's a possibility. This guy's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's only 6 jumps from Devon. How strong is Devon right now? Devon has got itself only, yeah, 12,000 strong. Plenty enough when it was just the Quorum Ulan, but now that's nowhere near enough. Right, one of my fleets needs to move down south in a hurry. Right, a general purpose fleet should do the job here. Which of them actually moves the fastest? Here we go. Stork over here, he's got gale speed. So he's actually got sublight speed up significantly. So Grand Murder is actually pretty damn fast. I would say, yeah, move the Grand Murder down over here as quick as you like. Murder of Ganvius, last murder, first murder. That's more fleet power than we probably need on the actual... Ooh. Yeah, rapid response of Grand Murder together can handle whatever's coming out of the Ganvius hole right now. But we've got Devon to guard as well. Okay, how about Murder of Ganvius also responds in that direction, but their job is to be redeployed to Devon. We just need to harden all of our borders right now. So everybody get on that if you be so kind, but then again... No, Murder of Ganvius is slow. Murder of Ganvius is really slow. Let's send First Murder instead. They'll get there faster. Yeah, they can make it across the entire Empire in under a year. That's definitely a good thing. Also, I'll tell you what, let's actually have a look at some of the edicts here, because some of these could be very useful at the moment. In particular, yeah, hang on here. We've got ourselves exotic gases being used as fuel for 169 exotic gas. How much exotic gas do we have right now? Oh, flipping loads. Yeah, let's make that happen. So everyone being able to move around faster for flipping 15 years, yeah, 100%, that's great. And I could actually give myself as well focusing crystals. Energy weapon damage up by 25%. That is very, very significant indeed for 11 years. 169 crystals. Okay. You know what? Why don't we just basically keep them on? Honestly, that's not really that expensive to just buy. I'm swimming in flipping money right now. In fact, I may as well make some changes here. Because I need to actually buy... Do I need to buy some food? No, food's okay for the time being. But I'm in a position to sell a giant pile of consumer goods because I'm making too many of them. Okay, increase the amount of consumer goods we're selling by default. And also just clear out 5,000 because, yeah, we're at cap right now. Food we're okay for the time being. Yeah, we may as well just actually buy ourselves a stockpile of all of this business because we've got the energy for it at the minute and it's coming in very, very quickly indeed. And we're about to be making even flipping more energy. Okay, what could we potentially do with... Oh, that's a good point. The curators. By any chance have the curators got anything they can advise me about with the whole Tempest Swarm business? No, if they do, they're not offering it right now. Anything else, by any chance? No. Nothing at all. And Mysteries of the Universe? No. Okay. Those guys can't help me out. And as I'm just swimming in energy right now, I'm going to basically buy every single strategic resource all of the trader enclaves are selling, even if I don't specifically need them, because banking them is not a bad idea, and eventually it will just make these guys like me more. Ooh, that reminds me, by the way, someone made a really interesting observation in the comments a couple of parts back, which I forgot to mention last time, which is the reason why sometimes you actually create a new empire, but it just seems to refuse to build a fleet, is probably one very specific, slightly stupid thing, which is if the shipyards were located at the old capital, which they probably were, and there just wasn't a shipyard at the new planet that's made the new capital, they physically don't have the ability to produce new ships, and might not have the capacity or the alloys to actually upgrade their station to add a shipyard. Or possibly the AI is just not smart enough to figure out, okay, my priority right now is to replace me with a shipyard or increase the size of my starbase so I can add a new one. But speaking of which, this is actually the first episode I've recorded in the new kind of opt-in beta thing, 2.2.4, where now the AI should be a bit less stupid, and also performance should be a bit better. This is very much a performance optimization and AI patch. So, yeah, hopefully, we'll see the AI making better decisions. And would you believe, I think someone's figured it out already, because the Plismas Combine has managed to get almost 5,000 strength out these days, which is marvellously good news. Now, big question, what's the Tempest Shoal in Ganvius space doing? It's, oh, is it fronting up to the, oh no, Zikmox, what are you doing? I wouldn't, I really flipping wouldn't, but then again, you might be able to do something at the bare minimum. So here we are, this is the first time we've actually seen these guys properly in action, and they are just going to tear the Zikmox apart. And also the Pirate Queen Plume of White has got a new skill explorer, and there's more flipping pirates in fact. Okay, we'll go and deal with them shortly. But yeah, it would appear you guys are... Actually, you guys are doing okay. I think you've managed to take down one of their ships, potentially. I'm not sure if these guys are allowed to warp away. Possibly they're like pirates, where, yeah, if they run out of health, they just go. I'm not sure. And also, ooh, a Federation Associate status has been ended. That's intriguing. Why has that just happened, precisely? Ah, because there's been a bit of a change of alliances floating around here. So the Havel Golden Foundation has thrown its lot in with what's left of the Romans and the Heart people over here. That's interesting. Understandably, yeah, these guys are just desperately looking for friends because they can see that logically they'd be next in line for me. And oh, the Quorum have thrown their lot in with the Yonderim. Okay, possibly the galaxy is responding to the threat of the Tempest Shoal here, because, yeah, there's a lot of changes going on. Wait, were the Quorum part of that last time? I can't remember if the Quorum were... No, that happened last time. Sorry, that was the end of last time, wasn't it? Yes, the Quorum totally already joined those guys. Okay, so, there's a bit of consolidation of the existing federations going on right now, I see. Ah, but we might run into a small problem here, which is this crisis I've just kicked off is going to start a wave of refugees. And as a Xenophile, I have to take them. Potentially, depending on how bad this crisis gets, that could add a lot of pops into my empire. Now, pops are good. Pops are the powerhouses of your empire. They keep everything going, but too many of them, I might start running into problems with housing. But then again, actually, that won't be a huge issue, because if a bunch of people just don't have jobs and end up unemployed, or we just basically slow down the growth, but too much overcrowding might impact stability. Okay, well, a bunch of people have apparently just hit prosperity. How bad is it? Currently 4 unemployed over there. Not the worst thing in the world. Happiness and stability is still very, very high indeed. Any chance we can find some new jobs for you guys? What would we be doing here? Yeah, we're already actually upgrading one of the actual kind of office job places. So there should be another 5 jobs coming in soon. That's all absolutely fine. And yeah, there's that pirate fleet, in fact. Okay. How safe are we to go and deal with those guys? Probably safe enough. And also, what's this right now? The... Oh, even flipping more. Right, okay. The Juberan state has also joined that. Fine, so you guys actually have a lot of strength these days. Fine, everyone is flipping panicking. Or possibly, in 2.2.4, the AI is just more likely to try and band together. But if that were the case, I would expect Earth and the Shazarak to finally actually get married, because they've been making googly eyes to each other over the dinner table for flipping decades at this point. Alright, rapid response, this one's on you. Head to fact, deal with those flipping pirates. And meanwhile, where's everyone else? There's Grand Murder and First Murder, so plenty of fleets are coming in, and any one of those individual fleets should be able to handle a single Tempest Shoal. And hello! The Tempest Shoal is sadly banked south. So now, yeah, it's headed straight over here, and has just taken over this territory. And these guys are you actually trying to lock that down for the Valdari? You are, you cheeky bastards. Well, I can't really say it's cheeky. To be honest, I was planning to do the exact same thing, but sadly, they're going the other way. Also, what is it with the AI just giving me free stuff? I don't need 15,000 energy credits. I mean, thanks. I won't say no, I guess. I can use it to just buy more stuff if I need more stuff, but honestly, I don't really need it. Fine, I'll just buy some more alloys with it to speed things up. And when I say I'll do that, that's probably a bad idea, and instead I'll just buy strategic resources. Yes, that's much better. Yeah, it would appear that the Gray Tempest, their AI says don't just go in a straight line. They want to move in a circle and just slowly clear out everything around where they came from. So these guys are going up here right now, and hang on, what are you doing? Oh! You're actually bombarding a world! Okay. What happens when nanite machines finish bombardments? Oh, I think we should be a little bit concerned about that. Right, keep an eye on that, because that could be very, very bad indeed. But any chance is that what the tiles are doing as well? Because there's totally a world in... Yeah, there's a world in Everham. Okay, that is... No, that's a broken world. Here we go. This is the world in question. Yeah, you guys are bombarding that world as well. Right, we should keep a very close eye on this, because if they actually manage to reduce that planet to 100% devastation, what does that actually mean? Meanwhile, over here, yeah, that's another one of those guys. You don't have visibility of them, but they're just going around trashing this area. For the most part, looks like they're actually trashing yonder in space. Though they might actually do Earth a favour if they trash some of this, or if they walk into, yeah, the Fallen Empire space over here, because this is where the Omni-Continuity guys are. Yeah, that could work. That could work very, very much indeed. Also, how worried should I be that right now I have absolutely no bloody clue where the Tempest Shoal that was actually attacking Ganvia space has gone? Because it was totally heading south in this direction, but now we've lost sight of it. But this area... It's not a nebula, is it? Well, there is actually a nebula effect right here. But why would it be hanging out here? There's no planets for it to attack. So, what's it doing? And it definitely hasn't gone up to attack the enigmatic fortress because I'd know. Because Sosta is right there. So I'd be able to actually see it passing through Sosta. Bit of a mystery here. Okay. Oh, here's one I didn't see coming, though. So as it turns out, the Earth has decided to accept associate status with the weakest of all the federations. The one that, yeah, the tiny little last remaining rump of the original Polismus and the Sin Trade Commission. That's literally it. Why on earth would Earth want to sign up with those guys? That's a terrible idea. Sign up with the Shazarak. Come on, you know you love each other. And my naval capacity goes up as well. Good, I need more and more flipping naval capacity, please. And you know what? I wouldn't mind an extra 2 star bases, because I swear you don't get as many star bases as you used to. Which makes sense, because these days you can use, yeah, fortresses to boost your fleet capacity and soldier jobs to do the same. So, I guess it makes sense you don't need as many star bases, which is good, because in old Stellaris, the original, like, 2.0, you'd end up with a ridiculous number where you could never figure out what they were actually doing. So, these days you get less star bases and they can do more things, so it's a lot more interesting to figure out how to manage them. Now... yeah, on the other hand, food. Food is starting to get a little bit on the low side. That's true. It's a bit expensive, though, to be honest. No, let's take an extra 2 star bases. I could do with the extra capacity, please. Ah, good. Rapid response has reached the pirate fleet. Immediately destroyed that. So the trade from the beast has been destroyed. Spot on. Okay, the refugee situation is starting to get worse at this point. So... Ganlarev refugees fleeing from Rayub Enterprises. Hang on. From Rayub? What? There's an L-gate up there! Right, okay. Rayub's being torn apart. Sorry, I didn't realise you guys had an L-gate right there. Yeah, I see it now. So you guys have got a problem right in your heart. Yeah, I looked at that one once upon a time. Sorry, I'd forgotten that was actually there. Okay, so you guys have decided to settle on Verquilid, was it? Okay. And yeah, they're fleeing, being bombarded by these guys right now. Okay, I see the issue here. So they're on Verquilid, and meanwhile, Ronta Interstellar, yeah, that'll be the refugees from this world over here. Those guys are now fleeing into the beast. Oh my goodness, are you planning to counterattack? They are as well. I mean, I guess they've got to. Should I go and help? Maybe I should go and help. I mean, these guys are actually, like, you know, my allies, and they're working for me, and A planet is literally being bombarded right now. Okay, this fleet is going to be holding still for the time being. This fleet up here is not threatening a planet yet. Okay, it's time to step up and honour my obligations. These guys have been loyal to me. There's never been a revolt. Time for me to go and help them out. Right, which fleet is in position to help out where? Murder of Ganvius and Last Murder. Okay, probably the best thing I can do then is... Actually, we can get over there pretty quickly, can't we? Because of the... Yeah, the wormhole. We can get over there thanks to the wormhole. So if I just basically say, you guys come over... Oh, whoa, 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 what are you doing? No, don't go through that. That would be a terrible idea. I really wouldn't recommend it. Don't use the flipping L gate. There's a much easier way to go. Just... Okay, hang on. Where's the... Yeah, use this wormhole. It's a lot safer than cutting through flipping this space. Alright, both of those fleets have been given orders to report to this wormhole and then utilise it to get over to here. And then once they're done, we will go and relieve this planet by attacking the Tempest Shoal. That's fine. Everyone else is currently dedicated to guarding my relatively soft southern borders. How's the Rawness upgrade going, by the way? Because, yeah, I upgraded the blockade a while ago. Is that a citadel by now? It is... no, but it will be in just 100 days. Station so it's 13,000 for now. Oh, what station's under attack now? Who's attacking me where? That is... Oh. Right, another fleet just arrived. Oh. Okay. That's bad, because those guys are heading directly into Rawness space again. Okay, guys, change of orders. How about you guys just, both of you head in this direction, please. Report there. We'll figure out what to do. So we need to... How many more are showing up? Did someone... That's a new bunch. Okay, that one's only 22,000. This one's just 22,000 as well. That one's 28, actually. Unless, of course... Is that the original? Is it going home to recharge or something? What's it doing? No, that's the original. Though possibly another one will be showing up momentarily. Are there new ones anywhere else? Hang on, check this space. No, there's not a new one here. But then this one didn't seem to spawn one in the first place. Okay, I'm not sure if they spawn all together or not. It would appear not. And more research coming in. Ah, neutronium armor. Flipping beautiful. What else can we do here? We don't need forgers. Wouldn't mind some extra armor hit points. Yeah, at this point we're into mild upgrades, but destroys we don't need. Yeah, actually, battleship speed and cost. Let's get that done, please. Also, what the heck's happened to my income? Is it you guys? Can you guys not pay me as much because you're under massive attack from these monstrosities right now? That's possibly the case. Right, okay. We need an extra 650 energy just to balance the books. That we can most certainly do. Because I'm still sitting on, yes, a ridiculous amount of... Oh, hang on. What's the current price of them? Oh, wow. Okay. So I've basically just totally crashed the market of consumer goods. Consumer goods are worth, like, nothing these days. Okay, I'm willing to take one for a consumer good. And also I'm willing to sell, like, hundreds more, actually. Like, quite a lot more. 400. I'm making, like, plus 500 right now. So I may as well just try and sell 750 of them. But that's just going to crash the price even more. Right, okay, so I've broken the economy. How's the alloy market doing? By the way, is that doing okay? That is... Okay, that's actually pretty much close to my minimum sell price. I'm assuming the problem is nobody's buying. So there's a big glut in the market because nobody's buying because everyone's busy being killed. Okay, I guess I'll lower my minimum sell price to 10 and increase the number I'm selling to 90. That's... Okay, this is a problem. This is a very big problem. But the bare minimum is the price of... Yeah, okay, so the price of the strategic resources is definitely down as well. Apart from this one, probably because I'm the one buying it. Okay, what's the state of the mineral market right now? Okay, I'm buying for only 3.6. Right, so prices are very low at the minute. Okay, the market's having a bit of a hiccup. Also, what's this right now? This is... Oh! The tiles just joined the Romans! Everyone's consolidating all of a sudden. Well, this has shaken up the game quite a lot then. Okay. I mean, the tiles may have just lost, but they do have a fair amount of strength here. Question is, are they about to shut their borders to us? They do kind of hate us right now. And yeah, also, there's an Euthonian as their current president, and I can't blame them for not liking me massively either. And yes, tragically, the Gray Tempest over in Ganvius space is continuing its march south into... Who holds this right now? The Ganvius. They tried to take this territory. Did not work out for them. But yeah, I think the Ganvius are just desperately trying to rebuild. They're sending out the construction ships. They're trying to get this territory locked down a second time. But not working out for them. Yeah, it is a shame you've decided to move south. That doesn't really help me. Okay. I've got myself a couple of priorities here. Priority number 1... I need to help out my own friends, if at all flipping possible. What are you guys doing, by the way? Are you just hanging out here? You guys are... Yeah, you're not moving in, but you are there. Okay, you're potentially planning to move in. Has there been any counterattack by the emissary yet? No, they're holding back their fleet. They've got 6,700 strength. If they had a powerful enough station to hide behind, that might be enough, you know. I need to counterattack at some point, but... First things first, I need to get rid of all these guys who are floating around my empire. These guys, fine, they're wandering south. These guys are now in enemy territory, not my problem. But I should try and stop the one that's, yeah, right here. Though, actually, where's that one gone? I've lost visibility. There was one that was right around here. Where's it gone? If it had gone into tile territory, I'd see it. I've got the visibility for that. And there's no nebulas around here, are there? Don't think there's a nebula around here. Okay. I'm not quite sure where those guys have gone, but in which case, yeah, you guys just head round here, head to the wormhole. It's time for us to counterattack. So then you get over to here, and then you move up to here, please. Then just join up with the Rontus, and we'll see what we can flipping... Oh, hang on, they've just reappeared. He's just reappeared. No, 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 no. Where are you now? You're heading south. Okay, you know what? We'll leave it be for the time being, because this fleet is not threatening a planet. That's the important bits. Oh, bad news here as well. Nerium. Oh, poor Nerium is actually being... Wait, hang on. Is Nerium the same planet as... That's not the same planet as... No, hang on. There's a different planet over here. This is the planet of... Oh, there is a second Nerium. You just named 2 different worlds Nerium. It's very confusing. As well as founding a new world over here. Right, there is a Ganvius world. That is that Ganvius? I think that's Ganvius. Oh, wow, there's... Okay, so you've got 2 worlds called Nerium and 1 world called Narium. This is why you didn't do well on the intergalactic stage, alright? Confusion. Right, are my forces in position right now? Because if they're attacking an actual planet of the Ganvius, we're going in. Okay, but not rapid response. It's first in Ganvius. So, you guys report to here... And Ganvius report to here as well, please. You two just... No, don't use the L gates as a shortcut. That's a terrible idea. Okay, until further notice, we're marking this as a do not enter type of thing, okay? More refugees just arrived on Velquilid, half-cunning Romans fleeing from the Tile Commonwealth. Yeah, because they probably detected something terrible is about to happen to their world, and I still don't know what it is, but... I agree, I'd probably get out of here too. For the moment at least, there are enough jobs and housing on Velquilid. Is anyone running into problems? No, everyone seems to be okay for now. Foundation's pretty much full. Oh, that's more people. Okay, more on Velquilid, more on Velquilid. Right, Velquilid is gonna start filling up pretty quickly. Right, now we're into unemployment. We've got housing though. We've got, actually, you know what, we've got loads of jobs coming in. Get another... city down, just in case we need more housing if the refugee crisis continues to get worse. Because, yeah, as the major xenophile power in the galaxy, this is where refugees are heading at this point. Gotcha. Which, if we can just support them, will be a massive boost to our economy. If I can find a way to avoid it causing trouble for me. Alright, more refugees are consuming more food and more consumer goods. But, if I just reduce the amount of... these goods I'm selling down to 550. The economy should take it. That should be enough consumer goods to support everyone. Food might be more of a problem given a bit of time, but we've got massive stockpiles for the time being. I'm not worried yet. Alright, forces combined here. Almost 100,000 strength just south of the Rontus world that's currently under attack. How are you guys doing, by the way? Okay, they're not being careful with their aim. They are just blowing the hell out of things. We need to get in there now. Yeah, because I'm a bit worried about what happens if that hits 100%. Alright, lads, in we go. This here is the first counterattack. Are you guys interested in following me by any chance? I don't know. I'm going to say, Murder of Ganvius, if I set you to take point, are you guys willing to follow that? No, they're just doing an automatic patrol for the time being. Fine, they're staying out of it. That's reasonable. You guys, getting over here, you know what we're doing. We're attacking these forces. So, prepare to warp out momentarily, and everyone gets ready to go. And Force 1. And Force 2. Everyone is now in. Now, we've got our own heavy firepower to... Oh! Wait, what? You can't have possibly collapsed that quickly. You had 28,000 strength. What just happened? Okay, possibly the Tempest Shoals are not as powerful as I assumed they might be. Because they just flipping collapsed. And also, Rontus, you're flipping welcome. Right, get over here. Be ready for more to potentially show up. No, actually, hang on. Do we need to deal with the... Don't worry about the Emissara right now. Worry about the planets that are actually directly under assault for the time being. I think we're ready for counterattack number 2, which is, yes, First Murder and Grand Murder are both ready to get in over here. This is only 21,000 strength, so this should be absolutely fine. So those guys are now heading on their way. Oh, and they're making a beautiful pattern while they're doing it. Very, very nice indeed. So they will now head on, begin warping out, be flipping beautiful. And as soon as these guys are dead... Yeah, that should be... Let's just actually keep a really close eye on this battle. So, how are you guys going to do against what's left of this force, which appears to be... Yeah, they don't warp away. So, in come my shots at this point. And where are my long-range stuff? And, oh, yeah, it's the long-range beams. They can't stand up to that for one flipping moment. I mean, they might have taken out a tiny bit of strength, but it's nothing really. Okay, you guys, get over to the Maelstrom here. I think it's time for our major counterattack. Apparently, we've got more than enough strength to handle the Tempest Shoals. So, it's time to head into L-Space and see what we've flipping got. Though we might need to escort a science vessel over there, because for the time being, yeah, we don't actually have proper visibility of what's going on. And I assume if we both go through, someone else is arriving. That's Quorum fleeing from Rayub. They've also gone to Verquali. That's fine. This is basically just a way of me stealing populations. Okay, that is 2 worlds saved. What about Everim, though? Because... Oh. Okay. What did you guys just do? Possibly you were just distracted by another fleet. Devastation is looking, yeah, 56% and rising. Keep an eye on this to be curious what happens. So then again, if I just actually head through the gates, then logically... Oh, hang on. Okay, get every single one of my forces together, if you'd be so kind. Where are the various forces? I need them all drawn together. Get them over to Rontus. Because we might need to launch a planetary invasion. No, not like that. Definitely not like, why would you do that? Okay, fine. Whatever. You can try and do that, I suppose, if you're determined to. Alright, so we've got ourselves Grand Murder and First Murder down here, right next to an L-gate. Over on this side of the galaxy, we have got ourselves Murder of Ganvius and Last Murder. So basically everyone but Rapid Response is now ready to hop in an L-gate and attack. Alright, this is the moment, I'd say. This is the moment we want to counterattack. It's a real shame that, yeah, these guys did wander off down in this direction, and the Ganvius have been very, very quick to rebuild, so well done, lads. But yeah, it would have been nice to be able to lock down these 2 systems for myself, but... It's not worth screwing over the entire galaxy to do it. Alright, counter-invasion begins now. I assume we've already taken... Yeah, we've taken the tag off there. So, in which case, everybody begin warping over there with the exception of Rapid Response, who should be able to deal with anything small that shows up in the meantime. So, at this point, we're just heading over there and boom, boom, boom. All our fleets arrive simultaneously. The frame rate, Captain, she cannot take it. And now we are just going to... Yeah, this was the next invasion fleet. and we have flipping intercepted the bastards. In comes the automated dreadnought. There's last murder at the back. Okay, so we've taken care of that. The question is, however, what do we do now? And oh, blimey, there's shattered worlds here. So whatever these guys did, it's bad. What can we learn from this, by the way? Regenerative hull tissue. Potentially not bad. Okay, am I allowed to move from... Oh, that was a yellow ship right there. I'm not allowed to move here. No, I need science ships to scout ahead. I can't figure out how to warp by myself. And fleet command limit, yeah, let's get that up. Though actually, faction influence gain. No, influence isn't a big deal. Let's just get fleet command limits up, please. Right, I think I've got right now, yeah, I've got 2 science ships, and they're both just actually doing assisting of research. Apart from you, you're supposed to be doing assisting of research, but you just can't be asked. Got it, well done. Which one of you is closest to an L gate? Probably you, and you're level 1, so you're not very valuable. Right, I need you to come over here, and you can do a bit of research. Why the heck not, eh? Yeah, if you just basically head down towards Ganvius, that's absolutely fine. So, we have now locked the only way that these guys have to actually get over to their L gate to escape their cluster. We've got this system locked down. There's no way in hell they're breaking past this, because any 2 of these fleets can just destroy them. And now last murder is here, so they have the range advantage. So we have now officially quarantined L space. The problem is, the fleets that have already been spawned are still out there. Not much I can do about that right now. That one doesn't affect me. This one over here doesn't affect me. The one that's destroying the Emissara is a bit of a problem, but it doesn't threaten any planets right now, and the Emissarians are doing a pretty good job rebuilding. They don't seem to be in the process of collapsing yet. And this is just a way of me basically siphoning off pops from the tiles over to my empire. So this is not a bad thing, really. Yeah, here we go. Another 28,000 is coming in. So they've been trained somewhere, and it feels like it's somewhere over there. But then we go into a war footing, and we can just start immediately attacking them. Our long-range cannons just, yeah, pick off their capital ships. Capital ships do not do well against my fleets at all, because I can just pick them off before it becomes a problem. And that gives me, yeah, more regenerative hull tissue. Spot on. So this is, oh yeah, Last Murder is just destroying them. It's marvellous, and presumably my actual admirals are doing pretty well out of this too, all things considered. Meanwhile, traditions are coming in, but honestly at this point we're just running down the domination tree. Enforcers reducing crime, I suppose that's nice. More housing of capital buildings, and housing buildings plus 1 housing. Is a housing building? Oh, that'll be luxury housing, okay. Alternatively, governor level cap up by 2. Yeah, let's take bonus housing. I can deal with that to deal with the possibility of more refugees showing up before we solve this crisis once and for all. And they want to offer me associate status, do they? No, it's not going to work for me, unfortunately. I'm going to be declining that. I mean, good luck with your inevitable war against the Yonderim and whatever, but not really one I'm wanting to get involved in. How's the beast doing, by the way? Because at one point, yeah, we were running low on amenities, and we still are a little bit. Plenty of housing for the time being, plenty of flipping jobs, no problem there whatsoever. We could do with another flipping leisure arcology, to be honest. More flipping entertainers and culture workers, just to make sure we're swimming in those amenities we need. But then again, for me, every clerk generates, yeah, that's 2 amenities right there. An entertainer, meanwhile, generates amenities plus 11.2 by default, but doesn't produce any trade value, but does produce unity, which is kind of nice, actually. Yeah, go on then. We'll have 1 more leisure arcology. Yep, that's fine. And then we can just have a residential arcology on top of that, just to make sure housing and whatever is plentiful. But to be honest, I could do with more refugees over here. Like, there are jobs to spare on flipping mass here. Like, 10 clerk jobs just available, 2 farmer jobs right there. Alright, we need workers on the beast. Ooh, also I'd be curious to know what happened to this poor little thing. So, there's a half-hardy Emissara, half-Ganvius person who was totally on Asprania when the worm showed up because he went over to Tomb World Preference. But then somehow he's got himself enslaved. So, I guess he must have migrated to another empire and then been enslaved there. So, don't worry, I'm not going to hold your mistakes against you. Congratulations, you're free, as is literally everyone else. Oh, we're slowly taking a little bit of damage over time. There are fleets moving in en masse here, and 2 of my fleets have been pulled off. So we're taking some very light damage here. You guys, stay close to your friends, please. No one flipping wander off. And yeah, they're coming from every direction. So wherever these fleets spawn from, I've seen them coming from over here. I've seen them coming from this direction as well. They're all over the flipping shop. And also, hang on, what's going on here? Oh, we've got a Gray Tempest fleet somewhere. Why are you over there? Why would you have... Right, okay. I think we just lost a handful of armies there. It wasn't our main armies, right? They're still... Yeah, they're still fine. You guys made it over here. You guys made it over here as well. Right, you guys, merge together, if you'd be so kind. We've got 1,600 strength floating around pretty close by to an L gate. Alright, so we should be able to safely move you guys into L space if need be. In fact, what happened to... Yeah, what happened to the Tempest Shoal that was in Emissara space? Because it seems to have gone missing. That's interesting. Okay, what's going on with the ones over here? This one is still active, and is still in the process of besieging this world, which is looking, 81% devastation. Oh, guys, I've got bad news. This is not going to end well for you. I'm not sure I've got time to finish that in time. And what's going on here? Federation Association entered the Galactic Former Ganvius Autocracy. Wait, is that you? Are you the Galactic Form? Yes, you're the Galactic Former Ganvius Autocracy. Right, stop joining people who aren't me. Also, the flipping tiles have shown up. Okay, that's interesting. So, you guys, what we need to do now is wait for the next actual fleet to arrive, because we need to know that things are safe before we send you anywhere. So, okay, just for the time being, you get on with just researching these here projects, because I need to wait for a ship to show up. Once that ship has shown up, I'll send you across the hyperlane it came through, because then I can hopefully be confident that there's nothing waiting on the far side. Otherwise, it'll take me a while to get another signed ship here. Though actually, the fastest way to handle this would potentially be... I could just survey this region. Yeah, if I surveyed this region myself, that'd work. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. As soon as you're done with that research project, I'm just going to survey this region. It doesn't seem to be owned right now. I don't think it is. Yeah, because it's not marked as belonging to anyone. So if I just own this place and just build a small starport, just as a little starting place where I can repair and all of that business, that'd do. Also, more refugees flooding in. MacLeod and actually Asprania. You guys wanted to go to Asprania. I wouldn't. It's a flipping tomb world. There we go. So, I've got myself a good amount of science and a new tech option right there. Okay, you, don't do that anymore. I'd like you to survey this system and lock it down, please, because I'm not the only person who's got this idea. So I need you to... What are you doing right now? Oh, I think you're stuck doing that until something else happens. Okay, but the other guys will probably naff off when something big shows up. In which case, hang on, bring me a... Yeah, there's a construction ship right here. Bring the construction ship up, alright? Just move that over there. You be passive, not evasive, just to make sure you don't flee at the first sign of trouble. More refugees as well, but they're coming to the beast. Here we go. We've got ourselves something coming from up north over there. So, you're going to run straight into trouble. There's... Okay, those are the ass people, right? Yes, those are the ass people, in the sense of donkey, not in the sense of anything else. So they're just basically chilling out over here. You're just sending another fleet up in this direction. But we can handle this fleet. It's under control for the time being. And yeah, I think everyone else naffs off. And oh, they're coming to attack me. But my fleets move in to counterattack. Oh, there's Last Murder. Last Murder just destroys them with a single volley. It's flipping beautiful and I love it. Right, you finish off that. Actually, while you're doing that, I think I've never actually designed a Titan yet. Because I've actually got the Titan. Oh, yeah. The Majestic Havoc. Oh, I like it. Yes. Do I even have any Titan weapons? Yes, I do. You automatically get the Perdition Beam. Spot on. So 293 per time. And also, yeah, range of 250. And yeah, it works very nicely with what I'm planning here. Though, to be honest, everything else is a little bit on the disappointing side. Because, yeah, you don't really get much in the way of weaponry beyond just a battleship, really. Yeah, a battleship comes with 150 per day together with 4 large slots, if that's what you want. The Titan comes with, yeah, 300 a day and 6 large slots, which is not really that great, but it does actually come with the benefit of, yeah, the actual special grid. So it does provide a benefit to the entire fleet it's in. So I suppose that's what you're interested in, really. And yeah, Titans only come in one flavour. Right, well, I guess I know what we want here. We just want neutron launchers, because your job is to hang around at the back and just fire in at long range. That will do beautifully, in fact. Now, as for the little kind of extra bonus to the fleet. So, hostile ships' shield points down 20%. Hostile ships' ship fire rate down 10%. And then, emergency FTL jump cooldown up 100% and combat disengagement chance down. In the right war, very, very useful indeed. But only against conventional empires because, yeah, non-conventional empires don't seem to do that. Then we've also got ship fire rate up 5%. Alternatively, tracking plus 10%. Or daily hull regeneration up and daily armor regeneration up and nanobot cloud. So this ship just basically passing on free healing in hostile space to the rest of the fleet. The thing is, hull plus, yeah, that's a maximum of 365 per year. How much hull does, like, even a basic Corvette have? 300. Okay, so for the Corvette forces, that's not bad. But yeah, for the... It's not terrible, you know. The battleships only have, like, 3,000. So over 10% a year automatically healing. That feels pretty good to me. It's either that or it's the fire rate. Let's actually stick with nanobot cloud for now. Now, just to make sure this thing doesn't slow me down, yeah, the battleships are going at 215 on the speed. If I just give you afterburners, yeah, I don't need to give you more than 2. So the other one can be something else. So that could either be a reactor boost or a shield capacitor. Probably a shield capacitor, because I actually want to give you, yeah, as much shielding as we can shove on you. As much as we can afford to power, pretty much. And, oh yeah, spot on. And then just 1 neutronium armor right there. Yeah, lovely. So that thing's got 10,000 hull points, another 10,000 in shielding. Armor, just 1,000, just to basically have some there. Together with being slightly faster than my battleship, so it is not slowing down the fleet at all. Spot on. Okay, so now my ship is going to get on with scanning this here area. See what we can do there, and yeah, other people are doing the same. That's the Emissara. You guys have got your own flipping problems, alright? I just basically... And in comes... Oh, in comes everybody. Everyone's coming for a scan. Oh, literally everyone's showing up. All the science vessels in the world want to explore this. I wouldn't, lads. I know I've got them locked down, but there are still dangers floating about, okay? And we're just in time to see what the hell's going to happen to this world. It's about at 100% devastation. I assume something bad is about to happen when it... Oh. Right, that's become a nanite world. Swarming with active nanites, this world is in constant flux as the lithosphere and atmosphere are endlessly reprocessed. Right. So that's now just a terrifying, uninhabitable world of doom. Well, that's good. Okay, so now we know what happens when that's a thing. I'm glad I saved my worlds from that fate. And suddenly Terminal Egress is just a flipping tourist destination. Everybody's showing up. Everybody wants to know what's going on here. And you know what? I can't blame them. It does seem kind of fun. Go on then, scan everything, you magnificent bastards. I'm just going to order my fleets to basically follow this science vessel. Just to make sure it doesn't actually get itself blown up by any fleet suddenly arriving. Oh, the Yonderim are here. So are the Zikmoks, but I'm the only person who's actually got a construction ship right here. So when the time comes, I can be the person to lock this down. I've definitely got the influence for it, and I've definitely got the alloys. Though, technically, this is not too far from my borders, because if we actually start calculating L space, then, yeah, I'm actually not far from the Ganvius L gate. And actually, I'm not far from, yeah, the first of the actual tile L gates either. So that's all absolutely fine, and uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are you? What? Uh-oh. Who are you guys? Oh! You guys are the caravan guys. Do you want to say hello to me? Because, like, you're part of the DLC that's, like, the paid part of the DLC. But you're refusing to speak to me. Can I investigate them? No, I'm still not allowed to investigate them. I'm the only person in the galaxy not allowed to speak to the caravan guys. And yeah, let's get the actual regenerating hull tissue research. That could be very, very useful indeed. Oh no, one of the actual enclaves has been destroyed. Which one was it? And where did it happen? Oh my goodness. Right, that was over here somewhere. Oh, one of the trader enclaves has just been blown the hell up. Right, so you guys take no flipping prisoners. Got it. And oh dear. Where are you guys going now? You guys going... Okay, you're going back north. They're not too close to the borders of Devon yet. Though we will want to keep an eye on them, because right now they are literally 3 jumps from Devon and 2 of my own worlds. Oh, and flipping, finally, the tier 5 coil guns show up. Spot on, we've been waiting a while for them. Yeah, and I've absolutely no bloody clue what happened to the Tempest shoal that was over in Emissary in space. Possibly, I guess most likely, it wandered over here. Like, does this show any sign of being damaged? Yeah, this is at 31,500. Hang on, what are they normally at? Can we actually see? I can't see that one. Hang on, what about this over here? Yeah, normally they're 40,000. Yeah, okay, that's totally what happened. It wandered into Fallen Empire space. It was able to destroy some of their surrounding platforms, but it was actually picked apart by their defences. Okay, so this is good news. So, Emissary, now safe. Ganvius, now safe. What else have we got over here? This territory, most definitely not safe yet. Don't know what's going on over here, but you guys seem to be struggling to... you guys are trying to destroy Florp. Good name for a planet. Hopefully it doesn't actually meet the same fate as... Yeah, there's a while until Florp goes down. Hopefully, I can sort that out first. Oh no, this could be the start of something big. The Shazarak have accepted associate status in the Roman Federation, together with the Tiles now. Now, they're not actually Federation members yet, but that's the first step on the way. That is interesting. If Shazarak and Earth join up with Rome and the Tiles, together, they're not in bad shape. Oh, and something I'm very glad I noticed. The Tempest Shoal is right outside my borders at Kepler. Luckily, they are temporarily busy bombarding a world. It's going to take them a while to get the devastation up, but yeah, there's barely any armies there, so I'm not sure if that makes devastation go up faster. Right, where's rapid response? Do we actually want to deploy you against them? Right, I'm redeploying you to Devon. If pirates show up, pirates show up. We've got to make sure Devon is protected right now. And the system survey is complete, and that means we're locking down this system, because it's not got much here, but it does have something. A resource of... I don't know, I assume like nanites, or possibly what we used to call living metal back in the day of old Stellaris. Possibly it's been renamed to nanites these days. So, I've got this system locked down, and other people are heading out or thinking about heading out.
An alien federation has formed.
But we've got bigger news here. A new federation? Who could that possibly be? It's Earth and the Ray-Ups. They were already in a defensive pact. They've decided to formalize it at this point. Fine, so that's not too surprising. So, there is now a formal federation between those two. The question now is, who does Shazarak end up with? Because right now they're associate with Romans, but they've been friends with Ray-Up and Earth for so flipping long. And a new special tech shows up, creating a penal colony, where basically you can just shove people if you need to get them out of the way. Not a thing for me. Where I shove people is the Beast, where they just work decent, well-paying jobs, because I'm nice like that. But that does remind me, I should try and get a resort world down at some point, just because that sounds fun. But no, let's get Living State done instead, because a little bit more influence wouldn't hurt just in case there's an emergency. So, I need to get a resort world down. I think you can do that anywhere. I don't think you need a Gaia world for that. I think like any decent world that's not like, you know, a Tomb world or something would do the job. Do I have anything good in my empire that could make a nice little resort world? Oh, this would do. Down over here, Grekel. It's not actually that interesting, to be honest. It's arid, so, you know, nice and toasty. You know, rugged, rocky beauty, nice for tourists. And apparently it's got really good natural beauty, so happiness and immigration pull up. Go on then, let's make that happen. Yeah, this is an arid world, so colonize that. And to make that happen, I'm going to be needing appropriate people for it. You know what? I like these here snails, who the Romans have been having sex with, somehow. Because, yeah, 90% habitability, they are adaptive, they're intelligent, they're rapid breeders. Go on then, why not? And I think we'll name this paradise in waiting Eden Prime. Lovely. Ah, and tragically, my branch office has been shut down on Jurgfeden. It was kept going for a long time by the fact there was a corrupt governor, but he died some years ago and the new guy did not like all the crime, so it has been shut down. But it most certainly paid for itself in the meantime, so that's all absolutely fine. You're getting on with building this. In fact, that's already 60% done. Good. You may as well just actually focus on... Oh no, all the research has already gone away. Fine. I guess you may as well just focus on... Do you want to head in this direction? That is... Okay. If you've just gone in that direction then come back, that would suggest everything's fine here. What's the problem, by the way? Are we actually in a... I assume we're in a nebula right now. I'm assuming that's the problem. Admittedly, I'm not sure what's actually going on with the Gray Tempest right now. I haven't seen anything from them anytime recently at all. And here we go. So terminal egress now belongs to me. Flipping spot on. My space now. Everyone who's not welcome here, please naff off. And yeah, we'll just be actually upgrading this place. Because I would like an actual proper shipyard here. Just so I can build new science vessels if they turn out to be needed. So head over here, explore this system, and oh yeah. Other people are most definitely doing their own thing. I really hope I don't lose any of this, by the way. It'd be very embarrassing if I did. So we've got, visibility of trouble over there. Now, okay. You just basically bank north as quick as you flipping can. But now we've explored this area, you guys are getting over here and take out this fleet, please. So, actually, do I need all of you? It's probably better if two of you don't, actually. Maybe one of you should stay here, like... Last Murder's actually the best kill force I've got. And it does actually need flipping reinforcements. In fact, actually, loads of you need reinforcements. Okay, sorry. My mistake. We need to actually reinforce a lot of you. Which is fine, because I've actually got a lot of flipping alloys right now. But let's just get more ships coming in here to reinforce you guys. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize you're actually taking some damage. Probably just corvettes, to be honest. And the Quorum would like to get me involved. No, 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 no. I don't do that business. I physically am not allowed to join Federation, so there's kind of no point, aside from just improving my relationship with those guys, which I'm not interested in because I don't really like the Yonderim, to be honest. So that's all absolutely fine, and oh dear. I'm guessing I've further crashed the value of flipping consumer goods by now. Oh my god, they're selling for under 1. What is this? Am I even allowed to, like... I actually can't. I'm willing to set... Okay, I'm going to set 0. 0 price. I'm willing to take 0.98 or whatever. And we have secured a brand new type of resource. Yes, it is officially Nanites. Okay. How much are they worth on the open... Oh, you can't even sell them. Alright, you're not allowed to sell those on the market. They're too flipping valuable. What do they do? What does a nanite actually do? So, simple but powerful nano actuators allowing for complex manipulations and experiments of mesoscopic scales. Okay, that's nice, but what do they do? Alright, here we go. My little terminal egress base is ready. So let's get a shipyard in production over there. I just need one basic shipyard, so I can basically just spam a handful of extra science vessels and construction ships if need be. Just to make sure that this ridiculous gold rush that's going on, because this is the only non-occupied space in the entire flipping galaxy right now, doesn't lead to me losing any of this territory. Though it should be fine. Though actually, we do have one advantage here, which is my allies rocking up to these territories means I can actually see what's going on. Though, admittedly, I don't have visibility of enemies because I didn't personally see the enemies, though. Ooh. Okay, this is an interesting little system down here. So I'm guessing either this or this is the capital, the world we need to bombard into nothing to end this threat once and for all. Here we go. Handful more Gray Tempest fleets, but my long range... Oh, no, don't attack the science vessel. That's the one thing you should not be allowed to attack, please. Okay, yeah, you just survey that system. Are you okay? Yeah, you took that shot like a champ. I think we got a bit lucky there and they must have missed or something. Right, this area should be 100% safe for now. But my fleet's starting to get a little bit more spread out than I'd like, to be honest. How are we doing on the starport? Yeah, I need more flipping construction ships. I need to be constructing and scanning lots of things simultaneously, actually. That will be useful. Alright, you know what? I'm sending Grand Murder and First Murder on a little tour just to clear out what we can here. Though actually that's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it would be just to send them round over here. No, not like that. We'll go to here, then to here if you'd be so kind. Let's just try and make sure terminal egress is safe. Yeah, we got a handful of small fleets here, but my 2 fleets can easily handle their forces. We are going to take a, small number of hits. Honestly, it's mainly just destroyers and corvettes who are being one-shotted. Once we get on top of these guys, so particularly once their shields go, that's the end of it. And you guys, by the way, can 100% just be reinforced as far as you need. We've got the alloys to pay for that. Oh, I think I've found the heart of them. Right. Trinary star system right here. And there's... Wow. Okay. You guys need to get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, you're set to passive, not... I'm very sorry about this. Right, okay. So now we know where they're coming from, I'm assuming. Gotcha. It's right flipping there. Luckily, I'm training more science ships right now. Oh yeah, they're counter-attacking that big home base we found. They're now sending 3 fleets at a time out of it. But we have the firepower to see them off. Alright, we have got enough firepower. We can just about outkill them. It's under control for the time being because I can generate reinforcements faster than they can kill me. But it's close. And actually, if you look at the state of murder of Ganvius, yeah, this isn't gonna work forever, actually. Meanwhile, over here, oh, the Gray Tempest have actually moved into my space. They are in my space right now. They are attacking Devon. Devon is trying to fight back. This is... Okay, we've done it. Okay, that's fine. That was manageable. But that was concerning there for a second. I'm guessing that means next door. Kepler. Oh, guys. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I'm guessing, yeah, that's a Nanite world right now. Marvellous. Now, as for the only surviving trader enclave in the galaxy, apparently they've actually got themselves a special governor I can buy for only 500. Sure, I will buy him. So, yeah, that's a Nanite world. What's so special about this here governor? So he is automatically level 5 and he comes with... he comes with the special trade value plus 10% benefit. Okay, that's kind of fun. You know what? I'm going to say he's allowed to actually manage my flipping capital. Why not? Oh yeah, Osprey currently at 700 trade value. Flipping love it. I think that was a good decision to make. Alright, L space has been entirely cleared out over here. We're just in the process of scanning it and claiming it. I'm sending all my fleets up north for a moment. This is the last enclave of actual ships. Yeah, there's like 25,000 there. Oh, bloody hell. Right, another merchant guild's just been taken out. That's it. There's no merchant guilds left in the entire galaxy. They're all dead. It's kind of a shame, actually. Oh, we're starting to get into dangerous AI territory. No, I've got too many robots in my empire. That would be a risk. Let's just actually upgrade the point defense here. That wouldn't flippin' hurt. Right, you guys, that's everything. So in which case, get back down over here, ready to actually guard this area. There's only one thing for you guys to do now, and that is storm the Homeworld, which I'm hoping is, yeah, not so bad anymore because I've already cleared out a bunch of them. 3 of them counterattack simultaneously. So I don't know how fast you guys can actually train, but I'm hoping there's not the full amount there. But then again, even if it is the full amount, I should be able to handle it, hopefully, because I'm not taking them all on together. I can take them on one at a time. We can just knacker them from a distance. Alright, this is it. The final assault, and I'm really hoping we can flipping handle this. Now, do not push in to their center immediately. Everyone's getting ready to jump. Hold at the perimeter for now. I don't know how much we're looking at, but it's quite a lot. Okay. Open fire on those guys. They'll go down nice and quickly. Do not push any further in. Oh, they're coming to me. They're coming to me. Oh, this... I really hope this is going to work. Oh, the frame rate's giving up. They're all closing in right now. But our high-powered, yeah, the actual torpedoes, the neutron torpedoes, they are tearing these fleets apart. But how much can we take? Because my screening force is going to start taking damage very quickly. I don't have that much money. I've only got 3,600 actually left. No, don't attack their primary base right now. Last murder has yet to be touched, however. Last murder is firing on their... Oh, no, they're firing on this thing. That doesn't work at all. But then again, we've got through their shields. It's down to Hull at this point. I assume this is... Yeah, this is the factory. This is the factory. If we kill this might be victory. So... There we flipping go. Right. We just took a lot of damage there. Like, we're down to 600 in fleet. But we've destroyed the main facility of the Gray Tempest. And with the neutralization of the subspace transmitter, all existing nanomachines are now inert. Unable to maintain their cohesion, they've dissolved into nothingness. So, as a result of that, any planets that were covered by the grey goo are now home to enormous swirling dust clouds consisting of nothing but disabled nanites with time and resources. These worlds could be made habitable. Ah, so we could do a bit of engineering there. Gotcha. Still, how much do we actually get for that? Nanite worlds can now be terraformed into any standard planet class if basic technology requirements are met. Okay. How are we doing, lads? How are we... Oh, yeah, all of these worlds are just nanite worlds right now, so they would need terraforming. You know what, lads? I think it's time to go home. Oh, and here's a nice one. The Yonderim are attacking the Sin. Now, the Sin, this is that tiny, tiny little federation there, so... I imagine the Yonderim just want to eat these guys, and that will significantly strengthen them. They're doing nicely. Alright, that's gonna significantly... Oh... They've just decided to shut their borders to me. Why? I don't care about the Sin. You do whatever you want, Yonderim. Ah, and marvellous news down over here. Formerly Greckle, now Eden Prime, is ready to go. Now, this is a thing we need to do right now before we build, like, anything on it. Because if stuff gets built on it, then we can't do this anymore. We need to turn this into a resort world. So for 100 influence, that's fine. Got that. Then as a result of that, yeah, other Empire colonies gain amenities and gain immigration pool. Habitability is plus 100% here, which is great. At every 2 jobs, just create a free clerk job because you can't build anything else here. So, go on then. This has now been converted into a resort world. Though actually, could I have made a tomb world into a resort world? That would have been cute. But you know what? Let's have it down over here. It's lovely. So now, as a result of it being a resort world, I cannot build any districts on this place whatsoever. But the attraction to this place will go up very, very nicely indeed. And also, there's just a free entertainment job here. Okay then, because this is now a unique version of a building. This is now a resort administration. So housing up, amenities up, entertainer jobs up, executive jobs up. So this place is, I suppose, just going to produce trade, unity, and draw people into my empire, I suppose. Actually, you know what? The one place in the Empire where we do have an unemployment problem is actually Foundation, because the planet's pretty much as full as it could possibly be. We can't build anything else here. We've already got a bunch of luxury residents down to just desperately try and get the amount of housing up. We've got plenty of amenities. There's basically no way I can create more jobs here, short of demolishing housing to make the jobs. But then the population would fall even more because there won't be enough housing to go around and overcrowding would be a problem. Unless, of course, I actually demolished a mine to build one additional city. Hang on, how much housing does a city make? That's another 6 right there. But then that would only come with 2 jobs. But then, yeah, I could knock down a housing. But then again, luxury housing these days is plus 4. The city's only 6, so I'm only making a net gain of 2. No, I may as well just ship these guys off. So anyone who's unemployed here, congratulations. You now get to go and live on a flipping resort world, you lucky, lucky bastards. So, that has immediately led to unemployment on Eden Prime and not quite enough housing, but plenty of amenities for the time being, and trade value being generated... Oh, immediately. I love it so, so much. Right, okay, what are you guys doing right now? We've got ourselves, yeah, an executive, an entertainer, and a whole bunch of workers who are not really doing anything. 3 of you are working as... Ah, yes, because for every 2 people that come in, 1 gets a job for free based on just the clerks that are showing up, I see. So you people do not have jobs. Fine, what are the buildings we can actually put up here? Oh, it's the normal selection. That's actually kind of disappointing. It would have been nice if they had their own unique selection of buildings, the same way that branch officers do. So in which case, what we really need here is just, yeah, the ability to produce as many flipping jobs as possible. So, I suppose commercial zones are the best way to do that. After all, that's what this place is kind of specialising in. So yeah, we'll build ourselves commercial zones right there. more jobs, more clerks, more trade value, jobs forever. Because, yeah, when you upgrade that, I think it's like 10 jobs a go. So that's the best way of making jobs in a hurry in a world where I can't actually put down any districts. And here's something I want to get ready. Gateway travel. Very, very important at the end of the game to have a gateway network set up. Could be something very important for me to start building for myself there. So yeah, this area is pretty much locked down at this point. You're just finishing off a research station over there. What are you guys doing? You're done over there. Fine. So we know there's no trade value up here. I do want to keep terminal egress around here, just because, you know, it would be nice to have a station here, just to mark our victory. Plus, there's a tiny bit of trade value to be had here, so there's nowhere I could actually put it where I could collect on in one go, because it's here, and it's over here. So this would be a perfectly reasonable spot. If I just actually put, say, yeah, the ability to extend out to 2 away on terminal egress, and then basically just shove anchorage on the rest of it, that would probably be fine, to be honest, yeah. Now, if I wanted to, say, restore any of these here nanite worlds, how much would that actually cost? Oh,
Research complete.
not much. Not much at all, in fact. Like 1,000 and only take a year. Honestly, I kind of might as well. I mean, that would absolutely convince everyone I was the good guy. Okay, that works for me. Tropical's probably the most common type of preference in my empire, so go on then. We can make that happen, why not? Or rather, I can't because I don't have climate restoration. You know what? Maybe I'll just research that whenever that shows up. Any chances of that showing up right flipping now? No, that's actually engineering, so most definitely not. Oh, but here's a difficult decision. I could actually upgrade my flipping drones to be synthetic workers. Now, that would make them have 10% bonus output across everything they do, which would be very, very good indeed. That would probably be a massive boost to the economy. But they are fully capable of independent operations. At that point, they would not be servants by default. At that point, they would consider themselves citizens in equal standing. They would almost certainly be wanting access to consumer goods and food. Well, actually, do they want food? Maybe not food, maybe consumer goods, but like more energy? I'm not sure. Hang on, how many robots do I actually have inside my empire? This is very important for me to check. Are they like very, very numerous or something? Robots, 22 mine bots, 18 farm bots, 1 robot there. Honestly, not much at all, to be honest. 19 racket robotomatons, who I've just purchased from the slave market. So we're talking like in the range of 40 odd. We can probably handle that, to be honest. I mean, okay, it's dangerous technology, but it's not that many robots. Yeah, you know what? Let's get that done. Let's actually make our robots true AI. That seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Oh, the L-space has actually spawned a little bit too close to the edge of the galaxy. Yeah, it's just a straight line. I'm guessing there is actually just, like, you know, an invisible box around the galaxy, which you normally don't get to see. But on this occasion, we actually do, because the L-space has spawned just a little bit too close to it. Pretend you don't see that, it's fine. That's just the edge of space right there. We take tourists out there just to peer over the edge. It's kind of cool. Oh, but here's the big one. Yeah, the Cafavad Trade Union is attacking the Havel Golden Foundation. That means the Yonderim Foundation is now at war with the Romans and the Tiles and all the flipping rest of it. Now, the Yonderim should have the advantage there, but if the Tiles choose to get involved, potentially by counterattacking into Quorum territory, that could be a bit of a nasty war. The Tiles have... yeah, the Tiles have actually got themselves... oh, wow, you guys are on top of each other right now. You're actually right there. Are you going to war straight away? Is this war going to get hot seriously fast? Because you guys seem to be advancing towards each other. And it's probably not to see if anyone can just spare a cup of sugar. Oh... yeah, that's 100% war. The Tiles are 100% up for this. Down goes that. Oh, the Quorum fleet is probably going to be torn to shreds unless they have a massive tech advantage I'm unaware of, but I don't think so. No tech advantage is going to actually make up for the deficiency in numbers here. Yeah, this war got hot very, very fast indeed. The Tiles and the Quorum do not like each other, and this war is an excellent opportunity to air some old grievances. Also realised I was building hangar bays instead of trade hubs over here. Needs to be trade hubs, John. You need trade hubs. Though one quick thought, actually. If I build a listening outpost on top of an L gate, what does that give me visibility of? Presumably just the L gate I, arrive through, right? Because all L gates lead to terminal egress, but then when you ship back out, you always go back to the one that you came through. So logically, it would only actually give me visibility from this spot, where I've already got visibility, but may as well throw it down just to see. Speaking of which, Eden Prime actually needs to have its starbase upgraded as well. We need just one trade hub to collect that, though. Annoyingly, that trade's going to have to go through Cornwall space, which is extremely poorly guarded, but it won't be that much trade. It's only Eden Prime itself, though admittedly it's already 51, which is a surprisingly large amount, but there we flipping go. And we can actually get ourselves, yep, workers up 5%, I'll gladly take that, thank you. Oh, and better and flipping better, every single fleet in my empire can have a Titan. Because, yeah, there should be just enough room for one of them all over the shop. Because I've just gained another 20 to my command limit. So, okay, last murder is obviously a priority for receiving a Titan. Spot on right there. Yeah, in fact, everyone gets a Titan, with the exception of first murder and rapid response, because that's not actually their job. But we need to save up a few alloys for that, but once that's done, oh, the Titans. The Titans and the automated dreadnoughts and the inspiring bloodbath ships. Oh yeah, last murder is just going to destroy anything that comes anywhere near it. It's going to be beautiful. But I suspect we might have a new problem on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen, which is, I really hope I've not just made a very bad decision creating synthetic workers and giving full sentience and therefore rights to all my robots. There's not that many robots. It should be fine. If they come to me and say they want rights, they can have rights. Alright, they can have as many flipping rights as they want, no problem whatsoever. And if anyone wants to have sex with the robots, that's okay too. And if one of the robots somehow gets pregnant with an artificial womb and creates a half robot, half owl, half Roman, half starfish, that's okay. That's cool. I'm 100% okay with all of that. So I'm sure it's not going to be a problem at all. But yeah, we might take a small hit, but I think our economy can take it. We're at capacity for energy right now. So if I just need to buy or sell or whatever, we should be able to handle that. And yeah, it would appear, unless they're going to show up very, very late indeed, we're just not looking at any Khans this game. The Khan just does not seem interested in showing up. And that means next time, ladies and gentlemen, we probably need to figure out who we're going to pick off next, because we're pretty much done with little small empires that would be easy pickoffs at this point. Now, if we want to cause trouble with someone, it means causing trouble with an entire flipping federation of some description. So that could be very, very annoying, because of course that means if I wanted to actually subdue the tiles, I'd probably need to send my fleet all over the galaxy to go and get the Romans down, and if someone just closes the borders, I might not actually be able to make it through to those guys. So I'll have to figure out who my logical targets would be in order to keep expanding, so when the fallen empires do begin to stir, we are ready for them. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, this has been Stellaris MegaCorp. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.